Hello, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Sandcap Guide podcast. This is the second one. I think we got myself, Nick, Laurie, and Max is running the controls back there. Couple of things we wanted to talk about. We never have really discussed how the Sandcap Guide started, so we wanted to just reflect back on that. Back when basically COVID started about just over a year ago, we were at home and quite bored. Not much was going on. We'd gone from being very, very busy in our photography business, and then
we're always super busy around spring break. So that's obviously when everything died. Then
the Sanibel got closed down for about 55 days. We come to find out, but initially it was just closed for a week or two, as many parts of the country were. And as things progressed, we got more and more bored at home and not doing anything. So we decided to break the drone out and do some filming and just fill our days with filming and then posting it for the people that couldn't get down. We had a lot of customers that weren't able to get down during COVID, obviously. So we thought if we filmed some of the beaches and just put a timestamp on them, we'd post them, and then just for a bit of fun and something to do.
And what was that first video you posted? It was just flying over the beach, correct?
Yeah, it was literally a minute or two just flying down the beach. I think it was on West Gulf Drive, was it? Or was it Bowman's Beach?
That's the one you did. You flew past Sanibel down to Point Santo, and then you turned around.
Oh, yeah. So, and you could just see how many people, and you can check that back on the YouTube channel.
That was actually March 23rd of 2020.
Was it March 23rd? Yeah. Okay. All right. So, and we posted that. We posted on a couple of Facebook groups, and it.
But the crazy thing is, you'd never narrated a video. I was literally sitting at the desk and you came in and just started narrating a video, and I looked at you like, what in the world are you doing? You've never done anything like that before.
Yeah, I don't know what
I don't know what made you do that. Do you know?
No, I have no idea. No, so we narrated the video, posted it, and it got an amazing feedback. It was for, we put it on a couple of Facebook groups, we shared it with some customers, and it had an incredible feedback. We were getting personal messages from people that were thankful that couldn't get down. We were getting messages from all sorts, really, weren't we?
Yeah.
Businesses, and it was just incredible, which spurred us on to do more. Just so the people were saying that it just made them happy that they could feel a bit about, of the Sanibel.
Little Sanibel sunshine we sent.
Yes.
I personally was up at college, and me and my friends would sit in the living room and watch the videos for hours on end together.
Which is something from a 20-something-year-old. That's awesome. So we're pleased with that. So anyway, it was closed down for 55 days. And how many videos did we do in 55 days? So
from that one video we ended up making 45 videos. 45
videos, which to some people, like the Casey Neistats of the world, might not seem like a lot. For somebody that is not particularly quick at editing, had never done narration. Laurie had never done any writing before. So we it was learning from scratch. I mean, I'd done video editing, but it was never in a fast format. So literally we would go out and shoot maybe at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I would take the electric bike on the beach.
Yeah, because at that point, they had shut all the public parking lots on the island, so there was no way to actually park at the beaches, and all the resorts were shut down too. So we'd throw the electric bike on the car, and I would drop Nick off at close to one of the public beaches, and then he would strap the drone to his back and literally take the bike, and I would just drive around because I couldn't park anywhere because there was nowhere to park. So just waiting for him to call me and tell me to pick him back up again.
Yeah, so it worked, and so we'd go out shooting, and Laurie was pretty particular, so we'd be finished 3 or 4 times. Like, we'd be finished about 10 a.m. and then 11 a.m. and then 12 a.m. She'd we'll just add this bit and we'll just do this bit. So the videos kept getting longer and longer, and then we'd come back, and then by the time we finished shooting, we'd start editing, say, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and typically we'd finish about midnight.
Yeah.
And it was every day. And then sometimes we would just fried and couldn't get that video ended, so we'd be later the next day. We'd start shooting at maybe 1 in the afternoon because we're finishing the video the day before.
Yeah, and then the best part is when your phone broke and there was no way to get a new phone because everything was shut, and then we had these walkie-talkies that we dug out of the closet that you had. So we literally had. Do you remember that?
Yeah, we had. I if you don't know, I fly paramotors, and in paramotors we use short band radios to stay in contact. And so we grabbed a couple of short band radios, and we were using those to communicate so that we could get off the beach, so I could get Laurie to pick up. But the thing is,
It didn't work.
the reception didn't work very well, so there was a lot of miscommunication.
So I would literally just be driving up and down like East Gulf Drive, waiting for him to come back off the beach. And yeah, it was fun times.
Chaos.
Yeah.
And then basically, so we kept posting those. It was getting an amazing response. I mean, literally thousands and thousands of views. And then the island opened back up again. And we thought, oh, this is too good to stop doing. So why don't we keep going with it? So we did. Obviously, once we started getting busier, it was harder to do.
Busier with the photography business.
It was harder to do as many. But we did try and keep it going. And then we thought, well, we need a home for these places, because once you put them on Facebook, they kind of disappear. They go in a feed. So we started up the YouTube channel, which is the Sanibel Captiva Guide YouTube channel. And that became the home for the videos. And then we thought, well, what about if we wanted to share some extra information that we didn't share in those videos? So then the next thought was to add the blog post, or the blog, or the website, which is the sandcapguide.com. So basically, every video that we've done, we've also done an accompanying blog post where you'll find much, much, much more information about that subject. And and it's been good. So we've purposely not tried to advertise our own business on it. We've tried to keep it as genuine as we possibly can. And it has been a bit of a passion project, but it has taken many, many, many hours. And now with our business back in full swing now, it's a ton of work to do both, but we're still doing it, and we still managed to put out a video last week.
Yeah, which we were actually reflecting last night when we were watching TV, that we went for almost 3 months without even turning on the TV, because when we were making the 45 videos in the 55 days, because we just didn't have time to do anything.
We never had time, and
But make the videos.
Make the videos, that was it. And we just,
in a time when most people, the only thing they could do was watch TV.
Right. So we literally spent 3 months making these videos, and
yeah, it was weekends, and just the fact that everything was closed down was a challenge in itself, obviously, with the bikes and driving around and trying to film. And then some of the beaches weren't open, so you couldn't fly on them. So we had to, just be respectful to that. But yeah, anyway, it's been a great change of pace, and it's something that now we want to carry on doing it, and we want to make sure that we can keep sharing different parts and do it in better, bigger and better ways. Hence the reason we've got the podcast. We did do one a while back, but obviously it was a lot of work, and hopefully we've got the studio set up now to where we can put something out regularly. And I don't want to jinx myself, but hopefully the plan is that we get something out every week, at least something. And so yeah, welcome to the podcast, and
give you more details on the videos that we've already shot.
Yeah, go back
into depth. We've had some questions from people that are visiting that we can answer on here, posting clips and stuff like that. So,
and it means if you have any questions, any burning questions, send them in.
Yeah, please do get involved with the Sandcap Guide and the podcast and the video, everything, because we would love to hear your input. We want to hear what you've got to say. We want to hear ideas for different videos that we could do. So please feel free, and we encourage you to leave comments below, and also make sure you subscribe, obviously, because these might come out at random times. So if you subscribe and hit the notification bell, then you'll be notified every time.
That's on YouTube, and then also you can subscribe on the sandcapguide.com. As soon as you go to the website, at the very top of the website, there's a button. Go click
sign up for email
sign
notifications.
Up for email notifications.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it, because you'll get notified for every aspect of the guide, which will be from the videos to the podcast to social media, or not social media. I mean, we're not going to blast you, but once a week we'll give you an update of things that are coming out, or if something special is coming out, we'll let you know. So anyway, that was a little bit about how it started and the reasons why we want to keep it going. I can't stress enough, I'd love to make sure you get involved in this podcast. let us know how we can improve it. If you've got any subjects you want to do, we are gonna check out our sponsors in the links below. This takes an awful lot of time and effort to get this done, so we are taking on supporters and sponsors that help out with the Sandcap Guide. I want to mention Breakaway Vacations, Spoondrift Island Bowl, one of the best restaurants on the island, and GatorBites Taylor Nail do the only place locally. They're not on the island, but they're very close,
just over the bridge.
That do
Gator.
So if you fancy a bit of gator,
Would be a cool thing for tourists to try out.
With that being said, I'm Nick Adams. See you on the next one.
I'm Lori Adams. See you on
Max
the next
Adams.
one.
All right, have a good one.
Have a
Thanks,
good one,
guys.